Hey guys, so I just want to do a little bit of review of Units 17 and 18 and focus on grammar. So like I mentioned in my messages, we will have a short quiz on it tomorrow. That's Wednesday. Um, it's just these two units, so it won't be very long. And today I'm just going to walk you through what all's going to be on the quiz. Okay. So first of all, we're going to have a couple of listenings. Um, you'll listen to some conversations and answer questions about them. I'm working on making sure the audio will work for you. If I can't get it working, we'll figure something out. But hopefully I'll get that up and running, and it will be just like our other grammar quizzes. You'll listen, you'll have multiple choice questions to answer just about what happened in the conversations. Okay, then next we're going to have some multiple choice questions in different quantifiers. So the main thing to remember for these two units is we want to tell the difference between count nouns and non-count nouns. So remember, a count noun is something that you could count specifically how many. I have 3 pencils. I have 1 book in my hand. Whereas non-count nouns are things that we can't really count a number of. There is water in the bathtub. We can't count how many waters are in the bathtub. So we just say there is water. We don't use any kind of article in front of it. So remember that there are a few different rules for when to use what kind of quantifiers. So on page 233 in your book, just review what quantifiers we use with count nouns and what we use with non-count nouns. For the quiz itself, the questions will be multiple choice. It will look very similar to page 237, where you'll be given a sentence and you have 3 different quantifiers, and you want to choose the best quantifier for the sentence. So looking back at the examples in the book, number 1, there were many or much people at the ruins today. So there were so many people. We use many because we can count the number of people. You could say, I have so much water in the tub. That much we can't count, many we can. Another one, like number 4 down here. Are you hungry? I saw a little or a few nice looking restaurants nearby. So again, we would use a few here because as we can count the number of restaurants. A little we use with non-count. Could I get a little bit of salt on my food? We can't count individual grains of salt. So we use a little for non-count, a few for count. So you'll just have a couple of sections like that, looking at what quantifiers to use for each sentence. Okay, and just another little note, so with a few and a little, going back to our list, on page 234, we have this little note about a few and a little and little. So that one can be kind of tricky. Just remember that a few means some, a little means some, few means not very many, little means not very much. So we have little time to take the test, means we do not have much time. If we say a little time, we have a little time to take the test, then we have some time. So just look over that note. I know that can be confusing. But just something to keep your mind on. Okay. And then Unit 18 about the articles. Just when to use a, an, the, or nothing. So for the rest of the quiz, you'll just be given sentences and you choose who's, what do you need? A, and, the, or nothing at all. So just look over the rules on page 246 and 245. Again, so indefinite and definite articles. So indefinite, we don't have something specific. It could be anything. I need a car for this weekend. It could be any car. If I need the car for the weekend, I need one specific car. So just know the difference between when you're talking about something specific and when you're talking about something in general. A and the vowel sound at the beginning of the words, we use an instead of a. We use no article or some when you have plural count nouns and with non-count nouns. We could have beans and maybe salad, or we could have some beans and some salad. But in general, we don't use a, an, or the in front of these plural count nouns or non-count nouns. And again, just kind of review over the rules. But again, you'll just have sentences that want you to choose a, an, the, or nothing at all. And that will all be multiple choice. You'll have a couple of sections of that. And I believe that is all that will be on the quiz. There's also a little section where you'll be given 2 sentences and a list of quantifiers, and you choose, all of the ones that could be used there. So I might give you a sentence like, I am making sandwiches for dinner. And I'll have a blank in front of it, and you'll have a box of words. Some, many, a few, few, and you'll just pick all of the words that could be used in that sentence. So I'm making some sandwiches for dinner. I am making a lot of sandwiches for dinner. I am making many sandwiches for dinner. But I don't think you'll have any problems with it. Just to get in, go over the exercises that I sent today. I'll be sending, or that I sent yesterday, I guess. I'll be sending the answers today. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.